A die-hard fan murders an idol at home in front of her kids, who aren't actually kids. Stay with us to find out what happens next. Our story kicks off with Dr. Goro Amemiya getting caught watching a DVD of his favorite idol, A from the group B, Komachi, in a patient's room. A nurse scolds him gently, then drops the real bomb. It's gone on hiatus due to health problems. Goro is crushed. When asked why he's so obsessed with her, he thinks back to the girl who changed his life. Flashback time. Back when Goro was new at the hospital, he took care of a young cancer patient named Serena who loved B. Komachi. She once joked that if she died, she wanted to be reborn as a celebrity's kid. Goro, being the responsible adult, brushed off the whole reincarnation thing but told her she could be an idol herself when she got better and promised to be her biggest fan. Serena hugged him and boldly asked him to marry her. He said no, but joked that he'd think about it when she turned 16. Back to the present, Goro explains that Serena sadly died at age 12. If she had lived, she'd be 16 now, just like I. The nurse gives him a suspicious look and jokes that he might be a lolicon, which horrifies him. Trying to escape the awkwardness, Goro heads to see his next patient and nearly faints. It's Ai herself. And surprise, she's pregnant, with twins. Her manager, Ichigo, is there too. Goro overhears Ichigo ask who the father is. Ai just says it's a secret. During her checkup, Goro confirms the twin pregnancy, and Ichigo panics. If this gets out, her idol career is toast. Ai turns to Goro for advice. He tells her straight up, it's her choice. Later, while getting a drink, Goro hears two guys watching the news. One casually says, if I died, I'd want to be reborn as a celebrity's kid. It hits Goro like a lightning bolt, just like Serena said. Up on the hospital rooftop, Goro reflects on how fans, himself included, can get a little too obsessed with idols. Suddenly, Ai shows up like a dramatic twist. They talk about why she's hiding in the countryside and about Serena, the fawn who never got to grow up. Then Ai drops a line that stops Goro in his tracks. She's keeping the babies, staying an idol, and not telling the public. Why? Because lies are the most beautiful form of love, she says. That line hits Goro deep. He silently promises to help her deliver the babies safely. The next day, he gives her options, C-section, or a chill breathing method called sophrology. Ichigo nearly explodes, but Ai's calm as ever. The day of the birth arrives. Goro steps outside for air. A mistake. A shady man walks up and asks if Ai is staying at the hospital. Red flag alert. Goro questions him, the guy runs, and Goro chases him like it's a spy movie. But plot twist. The guy leads him to a cliff and pushes him off like a final boss fight. As Goro fades out, he remembers Serena's dream about reincarnation. And boom, plot twist again. Goro is reborn as Ai's baby boy, Aquamarine, aka Aqua. And he remembers everything. Now he's a baby with an adult brain, quietly observing the weirdness of his new life. Bonus surprise, his twin sister, Ruby, is also a reincarnated soul. Small world. Ai cradles her newborns while Ichigo and his wife, Miyako, visit. Ichigo is all business. He wants Ai back on stage. But no one can know about the kids. Her secret life as a mom stays under wraps. Later that night, Miyako reluctantly babysits the twins. Aqua, already smarter than most adults, flips on the TV and sees his mom almost let it slip in an interview that she had a baby. Luckily, she recovers and B. Komachi performs on screen. Aqua watches with mixed emotions. He died, but at least it led to this moment. Ruby fangirls hard when she sees their mom on screen. Meanwhile, danger is brewing. The same creepy stalker who killed Goro is watching Ai's interview. And he's furious. She lied to her fans, and worse, she lied to him. One day, Ai heads out for another idol gig with Ichigo, leaving her wild household in the hands of Miyako once again. Miyako, who married into this agency life expecting board meetings, not baby bottles, has a mini meltdown. Frustrated, she secretly hatches a plan to leak Ai's baby drama to the press. She even snaps photos of Ai's medical records like a scandal-hungry tabloid spy. But before she can press send, Aqua climbs onto the coffee table like a tiny messiah and declares he's a divine messenger. Miyako thinks it's a weird baby prank, until Ruby jumps in, just as dramatic, and claims they were chosen by the god of entertainment to protect Ai's sacred destiny. If Miyako spills the secret, she's basically cursed for life. Shaken and slightly terrified, Miyako backs off. Ruby sweetens the deal by throwing in a prophecy that Miyako will marry a hot actor in the future. That seals it. Later, Aqua asked Ruby if she was an actress in her past life. She says no, but hints she grew up in a weird place. Aqua thinks she's got natural talent, and Ruby starts seriously considering showbiz. That night, Aqua tucks Ruby in and tells her she reminds him a lot of Serena. After he leaves, Ruby quietly reveals her big secret. She is Serena reborn. Meanwhile, Even with B. Komachi's flashy comeback, the money isn't rolling in. I vents about their budget issues, and Miyako blames their tiny, low-budget agency. I, determined to give her kids a better future, vows to work even harder. After she leaves, Aqua breaks down idol economics for Ruby. Turns out, after splitting cash between managers, agencies, and taxes, idols are lucky to afford lunch. The twins complain to Miyako, who delivers a harsh truth. If idols flop, they often end up serving drinks in high-end bars or working in Tokyo's MetLife scene. Yikes. Later, the twins beg to attend one of A's mini concerts, and Miyako finally agrees. At the show, Ai spots her babies cheering in the crowd and melts. The moment gets caught on camera and goes viral, over 2 million views. Ai scrolls through the comments and sees a former hater praising her smile. She beams, realizing she's still got that idol magic. Flash forward 1 year. The twins are walking, talking, and acting way too smart for their age. Ai's slowly climbing the fame ladder and even lands a small role in a drama. On set, the twins meet the intense director Teishi. He's weirded out, but impressed by how well Aqua speaks. He offers Aqua his card, but Aqua redirects it to Ai. Later, Teishi shares his view on actors. There remain stars, naturals, and fresh faces. He watches Ai act and thinks she's just okay, but she has this strange charm that draws people in. That night, Ai and the twins watch her episode, only to find most of her scenes cut. Aqua's annoyed and calls Teishi, who admits the lead actress's agency got jealous and pushed to have A's scenes removed. Still, he wants A for his next movie, but only if Aqua agrees to act too. On filming day, Teishi gives Aqua a crash course in movie budgets. Big money equals glam, small money equals DIY. Today's project? Definitely DIY. Aqua thinks Ruby would be a better fit, but Teishi says the offer's only on the table because Aqua comes as part of the A bundle. Ruby is furious about being left out. Her tantrum is cut short by a sharp-tongued girl named Kana Arima, a child actress prodigy. Kana calls Ai a last-minute replacement with no talent and accuses her of getting the role through connections. The twins instantly dislike her. During filming, Aqua and Kana play creepy village kids. Aqua leans into a horror vibe, delivering such a chilling performance that the lead actress actually gets goosebumps. Kana, rattled, begs for another take, but Teishi's already satisfied. Frustrated, Kana admits the problem isn't the scene. It's that her acting didn't hold up next to Aqua's. Later, director Teishi pulls Aqua aside and gives him some real talk. Acting isn't just about talent, it's about connecting with people. And if Aqua lets his ego grow too early, it'll mess him up. Teishi sees potential in him, but Aqua brushes it off. Acting. Nah, not his thing. Meanwhile, on her ride home, Kana spots Aqua's name in the credits and makes a silent vow. Next time, she'll outshine him. Fast forward. Aqua is now 3 years old. Out of nowhere, Teishi's low-budget film becomes a surprise hit and even gets nominated for an award. Ai's performance grabs the public's attention, and her career starts taking off. But even now, Aqua's original body still hasn't been found. At press school, Aqua casually brings up reincarnation, asking Ruby about her past life. Ruby lies. She's embarrassed to admit she was once a sick, bedridden girl who died young. Then the teacher announces it's time for dance class, and Ruby panics. She runs off and Aqua follows. Turns out, Ruby hates dancing. She remembers her old life as Serena, stuck in a hospital bed, barely able to move. Later, Ruby helps A with dance practice and points out some awkward moves in her routine. Ai praises Ruby for her sharp eye, but when Ruby tries to show a move herself, she stumbles. Ai laughs, saying Ruby always looks like she's about to fall over when she dances. But Ruby's done letting her past hold her back. She keeps trying, driven by the dream she never got to chase. Watching her, Aqua realizes Ruby doesn't just have talent. She could be a serious actress someday. Then out of the blue, Ai does something unexpected. She calls the twins' father, just to see if he wants to meet them. She'd overheard the kids talking about him and felt the need to reach out. Meanwhile, A's star keeps rising. Ichigo, a little tipsy, celebrates the news. B. Komachi has been booked for the legendary Tokyo Dome. His dream is finally coming true. In a rare quiet moment, Ai reflects on her life. She admits she's always been a liar. So good at it, even she forgets the truth sometimes. A flashback shows her first meeting with Ichigo. She opened up about her painful past, and instead of judging her, he told her lies were just part of the idol job. Then the unthinkable happens. One day, a man shows up at A's home with flowers. He congratulates her, then suddenly stabs her. Even as she bleeds, Ai talks about love and lies, how lying was her way of showing love. Her attacker, Ryusuke Sugano, a crazed fawn from her handshake events, is stunned by her kindness and runs off horrified. Aqua desperately calls for help. It pulls in close even while dying and apologizes for missing events. In another room, Ruby screams behind a locked door. That comforts her through it, tells her she's proud of her dancing and finally for real, tells the twins she loves them. And then she's gone. The world mourns the tragic loss. Ryusuk later dies by suicide at the hospital. While the public grieves, online trolls post cruel comments that shatter Ruby's heart. As the world moves on, Ai fades from the headlines. Ichigo and Miyako step up to raise the twins. At Ai's funeral, Ruby makes a vow. She'll become a star like her mom. But Aqua warns her, this industry is ruthless. Then he finds something that chills him to the core. Ryusuk was the same stalker who murdered him in his past life. There's no way he found Ai by accident. Someone must have told him. Aqua does the math, and all signs point to one suspect, their father. He was the only one who knew where Ai was hiding. Now Aqua has a new mission, find him and make him pay. He walks up to director Teishi at the funeral and stuns him by asking to be trained under his wing. Because if I had one more moment with her kids, what would she say? Tell us in the comments.